But first, we do turn to your headlines, and we start with an armed robbery. Unfortunately, armed robbery took place on December 21st, right around 10 p.m. Officers from the Fitchburg Police Department were called to Capital Petrol Mart. That's at 2770 Syene Road for an armed robbery. The investigation revealed two suspects wearing masks entered the store, pointed handguns at the employee, and demanded money. The suspects fled the store with an undisclosed amount of cash. Fitchburg Police Department K-9 unit attempted to track, but the suspects were not located. Town of Madison Police Department also assisted with the incident. The investigation is ongoing. Anybody with information regarding to this incident are called Fitchburg Police Department, 270-4300. Of course, you can always go to the website, fitchburgwi.gov, and you can submit your tip via email or via text message. Again, at the website. That's where you can share that. All right, turning to your solid waste pickup. It's going to be affected or effect. Scott was trying to get on my case about this. Your pickup's going to be delayed by 1 day, folks. Yep, after December 25th is going to be behind a day. So holiday tree collection, however, if you're like that person who ditches it the next day, 26th, bam, it's out. Well, we're not picking them up until January 6th through the 10th or the 20th through the 24th. So actual collection dates may vary, though, depending on the weather. So we'll see what happens with the collection there via the weather. But there you go. Holiday hours. We're going to be closed, so don't come and visit. Yeah, we're closed on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. That's tomorrow, Wednesday. And then New Year's Eve, we're here till noon. So if you're coming out for a visit, you better get here before noon. The library closes at 5 p.m. on New Year's Eve. And then all services will be closed on New Year's Day here if you're paying your property taxes. Make sure you pay those often. Come and pay those either before or after the holidays there. And speaking of those taxes, you have some frequently asked questions. I'm here to answer them, like, where can I pay my taxes? Well, in person, you can just come here, 5520 Lacey Road. If you're doing it by mail, yeah, have your checks can be mailed to 5520 Lacey Road here in Fitchburg. Do not send cash payments in the mail, though, folks. Please don't send cash. Watch the video. We talked to the finance department. It's not a good idea. You may use the website Payments Services Network.com. It's a third-party vendor, and you can do it that way. You got the Dropbox outside City Hall, so if you show up here and we're closed, just put it in the Dropbox. Again, no cash payments, please. And what hours are you open to pay your tax bill in person? Well, it's Monday through Friday, folks, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., except the following days. We regret to inform you about the following days. Tuesday, December 24th. Wednesday, December 25th, we're closed. Don't come. Tuesday, December 31st, though, we're open until noon. So if you want to drop a payment there, you can do that, or use the Dropbox afterwards. And then Wednesday, January 1st and Monday, January 20th, we are closed for the holidays. Finance Department will be open, though, on the 31st till noon, property tax collection. So you may use the Dropbox in the foyer 24 hours a day. And all mail postmarked on December 31st will be dated that day. So if you turn it in last minute on the 31st in the Dropbox, we'll get it in. That's all I'm saying. All right, here we go. Winter-themed toddler time. There's the transition for you. Taxes to toddlers. It's time for your little one to explore with new materials and concepts. Yeah, he or she will build both fine and gross motor skills, as well as use his or her senses to discover textures, shapes, colors, and so much more. Recommended ages are 1 through 3, or if you're Scott, you can attend this as well. He's brushing up on his skills there. All right, finally here, there is the Drive Sober, Get Pulled Over campaign that is still running through the holiday season. Want to throw out a few reminders here. This is to discourage impaired driving and enhance public safety. Law enforcement agencies across Wisconsin will patrol in greater numbers and for longer hours during the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign. Holiday campaign began on Friday, December 13th, and it continues through the New Year's Day. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation uses federal funds to support and step up law enforcement efforts along with public education and outreach to help deter impaired driving. In 28, this is the stats. Here we go. Yeah, you knew there was going to be stats. In 2018, alcohol-related crashes in Wisconsin resulted in 160 deaths, folks, and more than 3,000 injuries. Also last year, there were nearly 23,000 OWI convictions in Wisconsin. While alcohol-impaired driving remains a concern, Wisconsin and many states are seeing growing challenges with drugged driving. People whose ability to safely operate a motor vehicle in a compromised by drugs, including prescription or over-counter medication, is illegal, and illegal narcotics. That's all part of that drugged driving. Not good. And it says this, to combat the problem, Wisconsin currently has 23 multi-jurisdiction, high-visibility OWI enforcement task force that operates year-round across the state. Nearly 6,000 law enforcement officers are trained in advanced roadside impaired driving enforcement to help detect and remove impaired drivers from the roadways. And 301 highly trained drug recognition experts, among the most in the nation. So we're saying, what are they doing out there? We're on it. How citizens can help? Well, if you suspect a driver of being impaired, call 911. I've done this many times. You got to do it. Be prepared to provide as much detail as possible about the driver, vehicle, and location. Yeah, know your directions. That's gotta say that when you call them. If you plan to celebrate, identify a sober designated driver. Never allow someone else to get behind the wheel if they are impaired. Yeah. You got to take it easy here. Download the free Drive Sober app. It's on the Wisconsin DOT's website. Or use the Find the Ride. That's in that app, which is pretty cool. And then some taverns and restaurants provide programs for safe rides home. You can check that out with the tavernleagueofwisconsin.org. Click on Safe Ride. A lot of information there. Good information, though, as we go into the holiday week here.